All right, here I am. Good afternoon from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Kirby, and this is Rantin' Randy's Rant for Tuesday. We made it past that Monday. First, I wanted to start off with we all have to get hold of congressional members, and what we have is a fascist takeover of our government. So we need to call 202-224-3121. Keep their phones, they're on recess. They went home to pick up their golf clubs and do like Donnie. But this is not acceptable. You don't fuck with the U.S. mail. And that is happening. And it's all an effort to make sure the man in power stays in power. That's fascism. That's what we have. Let's see. I like to start off with U.S. cases at 5.1 million. U.S. deaths at 164,137. Probably be to 165 by this evening. And let's see. I was going to start out with page 4. Oh, I'll go ahead and go down. I found a new place. It's a dashboard for Missouri COVID-19 dashboard. The spread of COVID-19 in Missouri. Lab confirmed cases now in Missouri stand at 59,954 cases, and that is from 24 hours ago. That is 1,027 more cases. The 7-day average is at 10.8%. Adair County, Missouri, 160 cases. They just add them on. About 2 weeks ago, though, we were at about 113 cases. Again, they're saying 0 deaths. In the last 24 hours, the numbers have changed, and they didn't give this on the deaths, but the deaths are now at 1,307 deaths in Missouri. And I'm not sure in the last new deaths in the last 24 hours, number is 0. We've had 0 deaths in Missouri for a 24-hour period. Let's see. I thought I got an extra page there. Don't worry about it. It'll go to voicemail. All right. Now I'll start back at page 1. And this really pisses me off. When you start fucking with our mail, that is pitiful. And he also took 3 leaders, fired them under this DeJoy. There's another 20 that he demoted, displaced, or whatever in the post office, where you know who's going to get those jobs. Donors for Donnie. And of course, everybody's still talking about, and this was the topic yesterday. Did you notice Donnie as he was led away from the podium? It was like seeing Frankenstein from the backside. I couldn't help that. I was just got in a funny mood. Oh, from the readout yesterday, little Jimmy Jordan tweeted out, America needs college football. These players may have families wondering how they're going to get food and rent or pay a mortgage, but they've got to risk their lives and get out there and play football so that a bunch of rich people can enjoy the game on TV. That's what that is. And I started out with Rachel last night talking about Belarus dictator. Turns out his election at 90% of the vote. Protesters arrested and thrown into unmarked vehicles. Where have we seen that recently? I think maybe Oakland. And this is more proof. And that's the reason it sounds familiar. This is what a fascist leader does. This is what Adolf Hitler did. Barr is projecting now. They're projecting their fascism back on demonstrators. Shit. Barr said fascistic protests are filled by left's lust for power. Barr described demonstrators against police brutality as fascistic. They're essentially Bolsheviks. Now, I'm reading what he's quoted as saying. Their tactics are fascistic, Barr said. And like I said, this is an authoritarian taking over law enforcement, secret police, unmarked vehicles, authoritarian leaders will do anything to stay in power. Most of us knew that when he got in office, he decided not to leave. Early on, and you probably remember this too. Remember when he referred to our country as a company? That wasn't any accident there. That was a fraudian slip of the tongue, because that's what he considered it. After he became president, it's now his company to do what he wishes with. And he's proved it through his whole damn term. And the impression I got from Rachel's interview with the New York Times reporter Robert Draper, it seems, after all, internal battles between Trump and Intel officials, they've edited the Intel report about Russia's help to win the election. And I believe that to be true. They did not want to make the emperor mad, so they changed it where it didn't sound so bad, where he wouldn't scream and throw a fit like the brat that he is. And I also remember along the way, during his relationship with Vladimir Putin, Putin sent signals to Trump by doing some things that would alarm other presidents. Russia sends a submarine near a naval base. What Donnie say? He could blow him out of the water, but it would be a good thing to get along with Russia, and just blew it off. Something else came along. They did a flyby in Alaska from right off of Siberia. For what? Because they know they could send a signal to Donnie, You're not doing exactly what we want. You're not running NATO or whatever in the shit they wanted at the moment. Uh, and Donnie is determined to use control of the postal service. This is another move by an autocrat. Is another move to hold on to power. Donnie's thinking an executive order to make sure that mail-in ballots aren't there election day, not to be counted. See, that's another one. If it doesn't get there by election day, you can't count it. In other words, remember he's been saying they wouldn't count the votes for days and days and days. That's election. That's what happens. Damn. And this is pure and simple a power grab. Even with that stimulus for the unemployed, keep in mind this is a fake executive order. It won't work. Not one state is going to agree to reduce services. Let me see. Well, I can go that from my head. They're not going to agree to lower police forces, uh, water, sanitation, and things like that to come up with the $100. So the Republicans and him already know that's not a workable plan because they're going to throw it on the states, which have been trying to keep up with shit during the pandemic. And let's see. Let me go on down here. Somehow I got these out of order in what I'm writing. Let me look at it for a moment. Oh, and this I already covered about Barr. We know what fascists are from our parents and our grandparents. Fought the Nazi fascists abroad and at home at the same time in World War II. Families left the state they lived in, right here in Missouri. My wife's folks, grandfolks, took off for California to help out in the war effort. What are we getting now? Just a bunch of sorry ass people that think their rights supersede yours. Oh, I wish we could be proud of this country again, but apparently the dotard is fucked it up so bad that's not possible anymore. And this morning, speaking of the dotard, which I hadn't given him a beating yet. What in the hell's wrong with you, Randy? Okay. This morning, the dotard was on Fox and Friends talking about the strong young people playing college football. No danger for the players or the coaches. Then I went to the stories on schools. Georgia, 800 plus students quarantined after 50 students and staff tested, and that was Cherokee County, positive for COVID-19. Kemp thinks reopening is going well. An elementary school principal says he won't wear a mask in Georgia because he is shielded by God. Time and again, this virus doesn't know religion, social status, party affiliation. If you get exposed to it, there's a chance you're going to die, you dumbasses. It's unbelievable. You can't make this shit up. In just a couple of days, the school in Georgia. It's turning out to be a very bad idea, and we all knew it. This virus doesn't care about your children, and neither does their president or GOP governors. They don't give a shit. They're about the one thing: money, baby. Give me the money. And be on the lookout for Putin to offer their vaccine they claim to have now. Russia approves COVID-19 vaccine before completing clinical trials. Boy, we better run out and get some of that shit. Oh, and that's about all I've got today. We don't have a huge crowd out there. Hello, Debbie. All right, here we go, Debbie. If I keep you entertained and give you information at the same time, and I appreciate this Blue Dot family is fantastic. All right. Well, in any case, I did get my memes out there. I'm now marking them with Rant Randy's Rant, so that nobody gets confused. My channel is actually on YouTube is Randall Curvin YouTube channel, and this I had a problem getting this started. I had to reset and copy all the streaming keys, and I'm thinking very seriously and looking into Restream, which would give me a lot more coverage. I'm looking at I could be on Twitch, I could be on Instagram, and other places that I can't now. It's saying something about a subscription price, but I think they make you actually do it and then decide what you're charged. So I'll have to see. I'm also looking into Patreon for this channel. We're now at 171 subscribers and growing. It seems like every other show we're gaining at least anywhere from 2 to 3 people. So it's growing for the Blue Dot family, and we have a big job to do. Keep in mind, your donations are appreciated. So your cards, your letters, anything that you can help me understand your area and your information is important that we get it out here. We've got a big job to do. We've got to keep bugging Congress. They have to do something. This man has already shown us he will be the dictator. What I'm hoping for is a whole lot of the Republicans are now waking up, like veterans are starting to realize he doesn't give a shit about the veterans. He does not care about your children. He does not care for our troops because he was going to steal money from the Defense Department to put up his damn vanity wall. What more does it take to wake up some of you sleepy Republicans? Low energy. You like that phrase? Shit. All right. I will let you go at this time. I appreciate everyone coming. Let's see if I can go back through and hello, Lisa. Hello, Mary. And hello, Bernadette. And hello, Sherry. She was the first in today. Thank you all for coming. And so does this sorry piece of shit. Oh, I'd love to change the world, but I don't know what to do. All right. Have a good one. I want you to go down, like, share, and subscribe to this channel, this YouTube. Rant and Randy's Rant. We are the Blue Dot family. We will make a difference. We're going to work as hard as we can, and we will get on November 3rd. We flush all the turds. Have a good one. Peace. Resist. Persist. And insist. You call 202-224-3121. Thank you for your time and share this shit. Get it out there. Thank you. Bye bye. Share this shit.